were the laughter early in the morning, down in the kitchen watching TV. You were the music that led me to the sixth string, and now it's been so long since I've heard you sing. I looked up to you, brother, even when you lost your way. In the madness of New York City, oh, you found her, and now I know there's hope for me.
Hello. I'm in Boston, in case you couldn't tell by all the previous clips that just happened. So, I'm here doing this video for an interview that I have for PA school. And that's not it. I will also have an interview in like 5 days for another school that will also be in this video. That one's virtual. This one is obviously in person, as I am not in my home. So it's tomorrow. So I wanted to preface before the morning of craziness, because it's like a full day thing. And then we're here for literally less than 24 hours. And we leave at like 4 tomorrow. So interviews from 8:30 to 12:30ish. Have to oob there, oob back. And then, yeah. So fun. I'm so excited. It's late. It's like 10:30 right now. We just got back to the hotel after our flight. And of course the AC decides to come on right when I'm talking. But I suppose that's really all you need to know. So I'll see you in the morning. Good night.
The first day I met her, I could see it in your face. She was all that you need. I knew from the moment she was begging you to just sing. She'd be my sister, and she would be your everything. I looked up to you, brother, even when you lost your way. In the madness of New York City, oh, you found her, and now I know.
Hello. My face really hurts from smiling so much today, but my mom is downstairs getting our Uber Eats, which is we're still waiting on, even though they're supposed to come at 46, which is really rude. But I thought I would tell you how it went. So I won't say what school this is for, but it's a program in Boston, obviously. But so the interview was 8:30 to 12:30, like the session. So we had a little welcome, like we all checked in at the front, had a little welcome. And then they split us into 3 groups, A, B, C, and I was B. And so we did like B stayed and did a panel with current students. And then we had our interview. It was 2 one-on-ones. They were like 25 minutes each. I went over on the first one and under on the second one. But the second one, the interviewer was like, "You did great. Tell your mom you did great." Because I mentioned my mom, of course. And I felt really good about it. I mean, I really liked it. They were really nice. It felt like a conversation. It was very chill. Like I didn't feel super stressed. The questions weren't difficult at all. My favorite question to ask them is, like why they got into teaching, and then like what their favorite like patient interaction is, because like people who are really into what they do, their whole face just lights up, and I love it because they're all just like, they're like, oh, the experiences that I have with patients, it's like continuity of care, like seeing people come back and refer their family members to you, and like all of that is just like hits so well for me. So I love seeing that passion in people. At my first interview, I didn't so much see the passion in one of the people who interviewed me, so that was also 2. But the second person for sure. So it's like definitely something that I look for, like, and I feel like it helps people open up because people like talking about stuff that they're passionate about. It just comes out. It's so easy to make people feel comfortable. After the interview, they took us back to where we were before for the panel, and then the current students picked us up and we went on a campus tour. So that was really fun, and we got out of that pretty quickly. Like it literally took like 30 minutes. So then I got an Uber and I came back here. So it's 1 p.m. almost, 12:54, and our flight is at 4. So we wanted to leave at like 1:30, but we'll see if this food comes. Because we were told that we should get there like 2 hours before our flight. But if our plane, I need to look. I think boarding is at 4. But yeah. Okay. So exciting.
Don't talk about me that way, I can't stand it. Dress me up and push me down the aisle. Raise your glass and won't you stay a while?
Hello. It is part 2 of this vlog. I guess day 2. Today is my other interview. So my interview is at 11:25. Or we like go in at 11:25 for like the welcome orientation and everything, and it's on Zoom. So we go in at 11:25, and then I have a panel interview at 12:30, and then at 1:30 I have a group activity, and then I think we come back at like at 2:30 to be done, which kind of sucks because I'm like, do I not get a lunch? Am I just having to like, so I'm making my smoothie right now. It's 9:19, so I'll probably finish by like 10 and then have about an hour and a half ish, a little bit less than that to get ready. So I'm like, I guess I'm just like, I'll probably make like a piece of toast like in the middle of it to make sure I have like some fuel, but I don't know how much gapping I'm gonna have between my stuff, like if it's gonna be like a full hour panel interview, because that sucks. And I'm nervous for how a panel is gonna go on like WebEx, like or Zoom, like do they know what, like who's speaking at what time? Like I'm nervous somebody like cut somebody off. And I think panel is multiple people asking me questions, not like a group. And then I don't know how a group's gonna go either, because I don't want to cut people off, like, and I have no clue. I think they ask us like to do like a case report or something. Like we do a scenario as a group, or maybe it's a couple because it said group activities. I don't know, I'm not really sure. This whole program's big thing is like you do like a lot of stuff that you do is like in a group, and they want to like build interprofessional leadership, and really prepare people for working in a healthcare team. So yeah, so I'm gonna finish this, and then I will catch up with you because I have to get ready after this. Okay, I ate breakfast. I'm gonna do a little bit of makeup, but like not a lot, like not as much as I did for my in-person, because I mean it's just online. Like I'm not gonna, you know, like there's no point in me doing a full like face of foundation or whatever when I can just blur that online. So I'm gonna just do my eyebrows a little bit, and then a little bit of highlighter, I think. And then I'm still not really sure what I want to do with my hair. I washed it yesterday, so it's in this little braid, which I mean, a lot of people had their hair like fully like low pony, which I feel like that's not the move for me. But I don't know, I might do like a clip. I probably will end up doing like a half up. I just need to see the situation of the hair because I don't know if it's dry yet. It feels pretty dry though. Let me actually, I can take it out right now. So then while I do this, it'll be drying a little bit more. Oh yeah, it's still wet, like in the middle. But like, I prefer my hair, you know, like I prefer my hair to be like down so then my bangs blend in a little bit more and I don't look like a nerd or like a little boy. But my bangs are really a mess. They just love to go every direction. Okay, I'm going to get ready and I'll show you after. Okay, so here's what we have. I'm wearing the exact same outfit that I wore to my last interview. This is like officially my interview outfit, I think. So I've got top, pants. I'm not wearing the belt today because it's only going to be on Zoom, so you won't be able to see the pants anyway. And then I have my jacket that I'm going to put on because I like to cover up the tattoo and wear like something longer, you know, just to make sure that I'm putting myself in the most presentable spot that I can be. Obviously, like I don't want to go to a school or a program that's like not accepting of it, that I have one tattoo, but I can't really afford to be choosy at this point. And you can always cover it up. So like for my new job that I'm starting, I have to cover it up. So I'm fine with that, I don't care. But so my hair's drying-ish. It's gonna probably get a little frizzy. I'm probably gonna put some pieces back just because I don't want to be like touching it so much. But I didn't do like a full like OOTD, so I'll do it now, I guess. So my earrings are my mom's. Don't know what they are, unfortunately. Necklace, I got it from Etsy. The tank top is also my mom's. And then the pants are Express. The blazer, the Express. Watch thingies from Amazon. These are thrifted. And then this is my mom's. So lots of mom stuff. And then the shoes that I wore last time were from DSW. So yes, it's only 10:20, so I have like an hour. I got ready very early. I thought it would take me longer, but I only put on some mascara, did my eyebrows, and then a little bit of like highlighter. Because I don't have terrible skin, I just get really red. So that's fine. You just need to not say anything that's gonna embarrass me or make me flustered. Because otherwise I can completely see it on my face. Yeah, that's about it for now. I'm gonna set up the office because my mom's on a business trip right now. So I have the whole house to myself, so I know she's not gonna, I mean, she would be at work normally anyway at this point. But the whole house is empty, so I'm gonna set up the office and do my interview in there because it has like a blank wall behind it and everything. And I'll be able to chill and close the door and and it has a fan and it has like natural lighting and it's pretty bright in there. So I'm gonna set up my laptop and probably just like study and scroll for a little bit. I've probably been, if I'm being honest, checking the forums 10 times a day, maximum, probably. I check it when I wake up, I check it before I go to bed, and then I check it like periodically throughout the day. And I get like a daily update sent to my email. So fun. We had a like a tech check yesterday to make sure that everything was okay. And the person who was there, she was like, just so you guys know, like everything that we use is like confidential, so you can't share it. And it's like puts you at a disadvantage to share it like on the forums, which I know. I've had somebody who messaged me and asked me like about interview questions at my, not like either of these two interviews, but at my first ever interview. They were like, what did they ask you? Like, were there anything you were expecting? And I was like, I haven't gotten accepted yet, so I don't really feel comfortable telling you that, because that means that you're at an advantage compared to me. And why would I do that? This is competition, baby. I'm trying to get in. So I politely told that person, nope. And then they never responded to me. So it's like, sorry about it. I don't feel comfortable. Because initially they had like messaged me and said like, oh, congrats on getting accepted. Because one person did get accepted. From like my interview session, but it was not me. So I was like, okay, you obviously are just copy and pasting, and I don't appreciate it. And like I messaged people about the Boston interview, but that was fully because I was flying. I didn't ask them anything about the interview. I was like, how long does it go? Like, is it accurate to the time they say? Like, how long did yours go? Like, was it truly 8:30 to 12? Which obviously now we know it went, I got out a little bit early. But like, that was in respect to booking flights. And then they offered up additional information. Like the people that I messaged, they all pretty much said like, yeah, it was basically like that time. Like maybe you got out a little bit early. And then they told me like that there was like a Q&A and like how long the interviews were. And I was like, oh, thank you. I didn't have an ask for that information, but thank you. I appreciate it. So, all right. We're in the time to de-stress. Actually, time to de-stress is probably like 15 minutes before. So I'll touch base with you before I get in there. It's 11:06. Just getting ready. I feel like I haven't really prepared much for this one. And their website didn't have a lot of like I like the websites that have like the student stories and everything. And this website didn't really have much of that. And now I feel nervous because I feel like, not nervous, but I don't know. It's like so, I've done now a virtual interview and an in-person interview. And I love in-person so much more because I actually just shake the person's hand who I'm talking to. You don't have that like awkward Zoom lag where you're like, okay, bye. And then I have to like click off a bunch and my face is gonna get so red during this. Yeah, so I don't know. And I've never done a panel interview via Zoom. I've done them for like clubs and stuff, but like, oh yeah, nothing via Zoom. So I'm nervous about that. I'm not nervous yet though. I know that because I know that the first thing that we have is not the interview. So I think that's putting me more at ease, but it's going to be the exact same thing that's happened with these last two where, well, no, the in-person one, I was nervous the whole time. Like I felt so nauseous in the morning when I was eating breakfast. I was like, But for the last like online one, I wasn't nervous for the whole presentation until I like got in the Zoom for the interview. And then I was like, ooh, it's happening, okay. And then I think after the interview, I really want to go, like, I think I'm not gonna get lunch. So I want to get like a late lunch, like go to Moe's maybe, and then go around Barnes & Noble because they have their hardcover sale right now. Maybe. And then just like look around, buy a book maybe, read a book. We'll see. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go in at 20, so I have 12 minutes. So I'm gonna do a little bit more studying the last minute. And then I'll go in. I just finished my interview. I finished with the whole session, so we had a panel interview. It was not a panel, it was a 2-on-2. So I would not classify that as a panel. It was just a 2-on-2, but okay. So we had 2 interviewers, and then there were 2 of us, 2 candidates. And then we had a little group session. I'm so shiny, but I think it's because I'm sweaty and also because I put on highlighter. I feel good about the interview. As good as you can feel. They only asked me 3 questions, and so they asked each of us 3 questions, and then we asked them a bunch of questions. And then, I don't know. And then the group activity was, I spoke twice, so I don't feel great about that. I feel like I guess I spoke 3 times because I read one of the slides, but I don't feel great about that. I feel like this was one of the ones that had a supplemental application, so they've got a lot of information from me at this point, and I feel like I answered my interview questions well. There were like 9 of us in that group, and it's frustrating too because what they had us do basically was like a case study, and I literally had a whole class where all I did was that. So I'm frustrated because I was like, I don't really have the knowledge to interpret these lab results, and I'm like, this isn't like a class where I should be Googling. So I don't know. They said we would hear back in 3 weeks. Get changed, and then I think I'm gonna go get Moe's because I'm hungry. I like crammed some string cheese in my face because they didn't let us have lunch. It was like straight through. Like I was in those rooms for the full hour, so that kind of sucks. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So, as both of the ones that I've done so far have been like 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. situations, so yeah, I'm gonna text my mom and then go to the mall and get some Moe's and hopefully get a book that I can read, because I have a couple books in my TBR that I'm going to ignore, because if they have like Happy Place on sale 50% off, I have to buy it. I have to buy it, but I really don't have any money to spend right now. I have just enough money in my bank account for a deposit. Whatever. It's fine, that's what credit cards are for. I'm joking. Do not get yourself into credit card debt. And I hopefully won't either.